Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is a 2021 Ford Bronco. Actually, it comes in three different versions. It comes in the two-door, four-door, and the Bronco Sport. But let's just forget about the Bronco Sport because that one doesn't seem very interesting. Anyhow, I got a video from Ford. Ford's commercial. It's the first commercial. I'm not sure if it's the first or not, but the first one that I've seen. So check it out, and we'll get more into the details after the commercial. Thanks, Ford.
Country has a strange relationship with the wild. As much as we talk about it, and paint paintings of it, and sing songs about how we're destined to be it, we seem to spend every waking hour in places that keep us away from it. So to get back to the wild, we need something built for it. Something that acts like it's been out here before, because it has. Introducing the return of a legend. The all-new Bronco two-door, the first ever Bronco four-door, and the adventure-ready Bronco Sport. Built to get you to all those places you normally only see in nature documentaries. Built for capability, for adventure, for enjoying the open air, on the open road, in the parts of the world without posted speed limits. Because if something is going to be called a Bronco, it better be able to live up to that name. Meet the future of off-roading. The all-new Bronco family.
Tell me it's not love at first sight. That was a very inspiring video that makes me want to buy one right away. I loved it. So seeing it in person, how does it compare, let's say, in size? First of all, the styling of it is, it is great. I cannot express how much I like the two-door version. I think the two-door version looks like a dream come true. Whoever styled that one was a genius. And it was very innovative too. They're obviously attacking Jeep Wrangler. They are going straight after their customer base because as of right now, there's only one Jeep and they're getting all of it. They're very popular to make a ton of money. So if you wanted a off-road vehicle, the doors come off, the roof comes off, there was only one Jeep. So how does this compare? Are they a better Jeep? Well, actually, to be quite frank, it's one thing that Jeep or Ford has for them is the fact that they know what their target is. Their target is something that's been out there for a long time. And they had already a design that was really killer, the original Bronco. So now what they do was pick apart the Jeep and make it better. And they did that in pretty much every way. But anyways, let's get back to the dimensions. Let's start off with dimensions. How does it compare? Well, so I was surprised because to me, the Jeep Wranglers, the four doors, are too big. And the Ford Bronco turns out to be just a little bigger, a little longer, put it that way. So it's longer by 1.5 inches. I'm not going to give some numbers. Wheelbase actually is shorter by about 1.5 inches. In the Bronco's a little bit shorter. The width is wider by about 3 inches. The Jeep, it's ever so slightly within 1 inch taller than a Bronco. They both have the same towing capacity, and payload capacity is just about completely, it's not completely the same, but it's pretty darn close. Just difference between 19 pounds. Okay. So the four-door apparently is a pretty big vehicle. And I'm sure they're going to sell a lot more of the four-door because it's more practical. But I'm telling you, I love that two-door. The two-door one speaks straight to my soul. Okay, so let's look at the top-end stuff. So the top-end Rubicon has 33-inch tires. Of course, you could buy bigger ones, but that's a good-sized tire. But the Bronco has a Sasquatch version package that includes 35-inch tires. 35-inch tires on a stock vehicle. That's crazy. Okay, so let's see. So it says here that the approach angles are pretty much equal, but the Bronco is a little better on a break-over angle, thanks to the shorter wheelbase. As for water fording, which is, I think, interesting for a vehicle nowadays with this extreme weather we got, the Bronco can go just a bit further into the deep end than the Rubicon. So both of them have standard front and rear locking differentials. But the Bronco could do it automatically if it needs it. Depends on which drive you set it on. So with the Maxim with the biggest tires selected, the Bronco has a little bit more ground clearance by less than an inch. It was 11.5 compared to 10.8. Approach angle, actually the Jeep Wrangler's approach angle is a little bit more, 43.9 versus 43.2. Breakover angle is the Bronco has that beat by 26.3 to 22.6. The partial angle is exactly the same. And fording depth, going through water, the Bronco could go into 33 inches of water versus 30 inches in the Jeep Wrangler. And this is based on, just in case you know, this is on some website called Roadshow. So these are their numbers, not mine. In case they're wrong, don't blame me. They both can tow the same and their payload's the same. Okay, so let's see what's powering these vehicles. So we have the base model has a 2.3 liter turbo, 4-cylinder, which has 270 horsepower, which is pretty darn good. I think that'd be plenty for the two-door. Actually, probably plenty for the four-door. The Jeep Wrangler base has a 3.6 liter V6 with 285 horsepower and 260 pounds of torque versus the Bronco has 310 pounds of torque. So, transmissions. Here's where it gets pretty interesting. So transmission, the Ford has a 7-speed manual transmission. It actually has a crawl mode. This is your regular, it has 6-speed, and then 1 is a crawl mode. So like if you're climbing up a wall or something. And the Jeep Wrangler has a 6-speed normal, because they have a low range. And they also both have, so the Bronco has a 10-speed automatic versus the Wrangler has an old-fashioned 8-speed. No, still good, don't get me wrong. Optional engines. So the Bronco optional engine is a 2.7 liter turbo V6. So that has 310 horsepower with 400 pounds of torque. Not bad. So some of the things that I noticed on the Ford, I mean, they really took their time to innovate this thing, to beat the Jeep. Beat the Jeep. And they did. They beat the Jeep. Let's face it. Plain and simple, they beat the Jeep. So here's a couple things that I noticed that was really cool. First of all, you can remove the doors on the Bronco, like in a Jeep, but when you remove the mirror's not attached to the doors. So when you remove the doors, the mirrors are still on the truck. So you have mirrors. Okay, that's cool. But also, it makes it easier to store because you get those mirrors in the way. And also, apparently, it's easier to remove the doors, which is cool. The one other thing I really liked, there's a couple other things. The hardtop is modular, so it comes off in pieces. Versus, like the hardtop Wrangler, it's a bigger piece, so it's gonna be heavier and probably more cumbersome to remove it. Whereas the Bronco 2, it comes off in 3 different pieces, 3 different sections, it seems like it. So that should be easier to remove. And also, the way they have their roll cage on the Bronco is a big square. It doesn't have the crossover beam that the Jeep does, which gives the Jeep its signature look, right? But with the way they have it in the Bronco, it's a big open airspace. So basically when the top is down, this top is up, you're more comfortable. There's no bar across the top. All in all, I think the Bronco looks killer. The Jeeps look good too. It does. And and the Bronco is brand new. The Jeep's been around for a while. So my take on style, I really like that 2-door Bronco. I do like it a lot. I think Jeep kind of screwed up in a sense where they went from their iconic 2-door Jeep, which they had it down packed. On their last year, they made it, what was that? Ooh, 2000, I forgot, 9 or something, 8, 6, 4, 5, I don't know. Anyways, their iconic Jeep was they got it down perfect. And then they went to go 4-door. And then they made the Jeep bigger. So it kind of messed up, to me, the Jeep chemistry. So now the Jeep is a 4-door monster versus their 2-door. It used to be a nice smaller vehicle with a 2-door Jeep. Now the 2-door Jeeps are a shorter version of the 4-door now, but it's too wide. The feng shui is off. The chemistry is off. Because before, when they first had the 2-door Jeeps and they went to a 4-door Jeeps, they made it longer, so it was really a 2-door that was longer, and it didn't look right either. So now they got basically what is basically a 4-door Jeep and made it shorter, so now it's too fat for the 2-door. Yeah, I think they messed it up. That's why I like the earlier version. What is it, the TJ? That's my take. I think Bronco did a great job. I'm sure there's a ton of videos that talk about all the different details that makes it so innovative. I think they're gonna do great. I think they're gonna do killer. Especially if the prices are pretty much the same. I personally, if I was gonna go, and I'm saying this, I like the Jeeps, but I like 2-doors. So if I were to go between a 2-door Jeep and a 2-door Bronco, it's gonna be the Bronco, straight up. All right, thanks for watching Paul's Take, and that is my take on the new 2021 Bronco. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.